Somewhere in your bank statement right now, there's about $500 a month leaving quietly, not in one big chunk, in dribs and drabs. $4 here, 11 there, 30 on something you don't remember buying. I grew up in a house where that money didn't leave because there wasn't any extra to leave. And the habits my mother ran that house on, people call them poor man's habits, like it's an insult. It's not. It's competence. Most of them take no extra time. A few of them are actually more pleasant than the expensive version. So today, 15 of them counted down. I've put a rough dollar figure on each one so you can see it's real money, not pocket lint. And number one is the single biggest leak in almost every household budget in this country, so stay for that. Let's go. Number 15, hang your laundry. The dryer is one of the hungriest machines in your house. Every load you hang instead of tumble is real money. And over a month of family laundry, that's $10, $15, plus your clothes last year's longer. All that lint in the trap, that's your clothes, leaving a little at a time. A drying rack costs $20 once and works forever. I hang the big flat things, sheets, towels, jeans, and let the dryer finish the fiddly stuff if I'm in a hurry. You don't have to be pure about it. Half is still half. Number 14. Use half. Detergent, shampoo, dish soap, toothpaste, dishwasher pods. The dose on the label was written by the people who sell it to you. Think about that for a second. Of course they tell you to use a lot. Half a cap of detergent cleans a normal load just fine, actually better, because extra soap doesn't rinse out, it sits in the fabric. Half a squirt of shampoo, a pea of toothpaste, which is what dentists actually use themselves. You just doubled the life of everything under your sink and in your shower without changing one thing about your day. That's $20, $30 a month for a family, for zero effort. Zero. Number 13, the Eat Me First shelf. The average family throws out something like $1,500 of food a year. Not bad food, forgotten food. It goes in the fridge, slides to the back, and 3 weeks later, you're holding a fuzzy container over the trash, feeling guilty. So one shelf in the fridge, front and center, is the Eat Me First shelf. Anything getting close, the half onion, the leftover chicken, the yogurt with 2 days on it goes there. And that shelf is where dinner planning starts. Not the pantry, not the takeout menu, that shelf. My mother called leftovers planned overs, and she wasn't joking. She cooked once and fed us twice on purpose. Number 12, the mending basket. A button takes 4 minutes to sew on. A small seam takes 10. And yet a shirt with a missing button gets worn out of the rotation, then donated, then replaced for $30. Over a missing button, keep a basket. Torn thing goes in the basket. Once a month, sit down in front of something on television and empty it. A needle and thread is not a skill, it's a chore, and anyone can learn it in an afternoon. Every shirt you save is a shirt you don't buy. By the way, habits like these, I've got a whole book of them. Every method I use to run this house for less, written down in one place. It's on my website, the link's right below the video. Go grab it, and I won't mention it again. Number 11, learn the bag of dried beans. A pound of dried beans costs about $1.50 and turns into 6 or 7 cups cooked. That's canned beans at a third of the price, and it's meat at maybe a tenth of the price. I'm not telling you to quit meat. I'm telling you to stretch it. Half the ground beef in the chili, the rest beans, and nobody at your table will say a word because it tastes better that way. Soak them overnight, simmer them soft, freeze them in jar-sized portions so they're as convenient as the can. Protein is the most expensive thing in your cart. This is how you cut that line without anyone feeling it. Number 10, turn your water heater down. Most water heaters are set around 140 degrees from the factory. You don't need that. You mix cold in at every faucet just to be able to touch it, which means you're paying to overheat water and then paying again to cool it down. Turn it to 120. That's the setting the energy folks recommend anyway. It's safer for kids' hands. And it's silent savings every single month because that tank reheats itself all day long, whether you're home or not. 10 minutes with a screwdriver, once, and it pays you forever. That's my favorite kind of fix. Number 9, the library. And I mean the whole library. You know it has books. But your library card is also free movies, free audiobooks, free magazines, free internet. And in a lot of towns now, free things. Some libraries lend cake pans, tools, sewing machines, telescopes. They call it a library of things, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Every streaming subscription you keep because you might watch something, the library was that first, and it's free. If your family buys even 2 books and a couple of movies a month, that's $40 back for the price of walking in the door. All right, we're past the halfway mark, and if you've been adding it up, we're already well over $200 a month. But everything so far has been about spending less on what you buy. The rest of the list is about the stuff you shouldn't be buying at all, and that's where the big money is. Number 1 alone is worth a couple hundred a month for most families. Number 8, the 30-day list. You see a thing you want, not want. It goes on a list on the fridge with the date next to it. If you still want it in 30 days, buy it with a clear conscience. Here's what actually happens. You won't. Most of what's on that list, 30 days later you'll read it and think, what was I even excited about? The want was real. It was just short. Stores know this. It's why everything screams times today only. Urgency is a sales tool, and the 30-day list is how you take it out of their hands. This one habit has saved me more money than any coupon ever printed. Number 7, shop the bottom shelf. The most expensive brands live at eye level. That shelf space is paid for. Companies pay the store to put their product where your eyes land. The cheap stuff lives down by your knees. And here's the part that should make you a little mad. A lot of store brands are made in the same factories as the name brands. Same food, plainer label, sometimes 30% cheaper. Flour is flour. Salt is salt. Canned tomatoes are canned tomatoes. Try the store brand once on everything. If there's one thing where the name brand truly wins for your family, fine, keep it. But make each one earn its place instead of buying labels out of habit. Number 6, drink water. I know how this sounds, but run the number honestly. Sodas at home, a coffee bought out a few times a week, juice for the kids, an energy drink here and there for a lot of households that's $150 a month, swallowed and gone. Not one bit of it is food. It's flavored money. I'm not saying never. I'm saying make drinks a treat instead of a default, and make coffee at home. A bag of good beans costs less than 4 bought cups. Your grocery bill drops like a stone, and, funny enough, you'll feel better too. Number 5, cut hair at home. A set of clippers costs about $30 and comes with the guard combs that make it nearly impossible to ruin. A basic haircut for a boy or a man runs $20+ now, plus tip, plus the drive, every few weeks per head. I cut hair at my kitchen table for years. 5 heads, 1 set of clippers, and the first 2 attempts were rough, I'll grant you. Hair grows back. That's the beauty of it. By the 3rd try, you're as good as the $10 chain place. And for a household of boys, that's $50 or $60 a month that just stops leaving. Number 4, read your bank statement once a month. Sit down with last month's statement and a pen and read every line. Every one. You are looking for the quiet stuff. Subscriptions you forgot. The free trial that started charging. The app that bills yearly so you never notice. The insurance that crept up. The streaming service nobody's opened since spring. Companies count on you not looking. The whole subscription business is built on the customer who means to cancel and doesn't. The first time you do this, I'd bet money you find $40 to $80 a month of pure leak. It takes 20 minutes. It might be the best paid 20 minutes of your month. Number 3, buy it used first. Before anything comes into this house new, I check used first. Furniture, tools, kids' clothes, bikes, kitchen gear, exercise equipment, especially exercise equipment, because the secondhand market is full of other people's January resolutions barely touched at a quarter of the price. Thrift stores, yard sales, the online marketplaces, a solid wooden dresser for $40 that would be $400 new, and the $40 one is often better built. Kids' clothes are the champion here, because kids outgrow things before they wear them out. Somebody already paid the full price. Let them. Number 2, take care of what you own. This is the quietest one on the list, and over a lifetime, it might be the biggest. Change the furnace filter. Vacuum the dust off the coils behind the fridge. That dust makes it run hot and die young. Clean the dryer vent, which also keeps your house from burning down, so there's that. Oil the squeak, tighten the screw, run vinegar through the coffee maker. A refrigerator is a $1,000 machine. A furnace is several thousand. 10 minutes of care a few times a year, is the difference between a machine that lasts 8 years and one that lasts 18. Replacing things early is one of the most expensive habits in America, and nobody calls it a habit. It is one. And number one, plan your meals before you shop and never shop hungry. Here's the truth about groceries. The bill isn't decided at the store. It's decided at your kitchen table before you leave. Or it isn't decided at all, and then the store decides it for you, and the store does not have your budget in mind. So, once a week, 10 minutes. Look at the Eat Me First shelf. Remember number 13. Look at what's in the pantry. Look at what's on sale in the flyer, and write down the week's dinners. Then write the list of only what those meals need. Then eat something, and go shop the list. A family that walks in without a list buys dinner 7 separate times in their head while wandering the aisles, plus snacks, plus impulse, plus a second trip Wednesday for the thing they forgot. A family with a list buys groceries once. For most families, that's $150 to $250 a month, every month, from one boring piece of paper. It's not exciting. It's just the biggest lever in the house. Now add it all up and you'll see the 500 wasn't a stretch. Most of you will find more. And before we close, I want you to notice something about this list. Every single habit on it takes money away from somebody. The dryer habit costs the power company. The half dose costs the soap company. The list costs the grocery store its impulse aisle. The 30-day rule costs every store its today only sign. And the statement habit costs the subscription business its favorite customer, the one who never looks. That's why these are called poor man's habits with a sneer. Nobody advertises them. There's no commercial for using less, fixing what you have, or checking the bottom shelf. Because there's no money in teaching you that. There's a great deal of money in you forgetting it. Nobody's plotting in a back room, they just all stay quiet, and the quiet does the work. So here's your one step for this week, the bank statement. Number 4, 20 minutes, a pen. Last month's statement read every line. It's the fastest win on the list, and it'll pay for the time 10 times over. Then come tell me in the comments, which of these do you already do, and what did I miss? Because your grandmother had habits mine didn't, and I read every comment. Half of what I know came from listening to people like you. Next time, I'm taking that meal planning habit from number 1 and showing you exactly how I feed a family well on $100 a week, the actual meals, the actual list. If today saved you money, that one will save you more. I'll see you there.